Hi, how y'all doing? It is June the 15th, 2025. Here in Ontario, Canada, the skies are blue with the weird clouds all over the place. Temperature is 24, I think, but still cool in my house because of the low humidity. Seen two blue jays in my tree in the rise. One had, I assume it was a piece of straw it was carrying in its beak. And then the other one came and popped around after that one took off. And I was like, messages. So I looked up the spiritual meaning of blue jays, right? Which are many. So yeah, I slept good. I only woke up once. Slept till 7, but I had a hard time going to sleep last night. It took me about an hour or so, tossing and turning. My foot tightened up and wanted to cramp, right? My left foot. I was like, no way. So I just kept on sitting up, walk, get up and shake my legs out kind of thing. And it went away. So I'm grateful for that. I had weird dreams again, but the last thing I seen before I opened my eyes was the face of an ugly woman. Alright? Which is weird. This mean, ugly looking, right? So yeah. Guess what the Schuman is today? 70. Wow. Right? I was wondering why I was feeling this way. Like electricity's running through my body. My hands and my feet are like just on fire. Icky sensations, weird taste in my mouth. My spine, my ribs, it keeps on moving around from here to there kind of thing. Alright? And then down my left leg and into my foot. Nothing I can't handle though, folks. So yeah. Uh, you know what I heard a while ago, but I wasn't sure about it, and then I was led to share it today, right? Was tattoos. I have none. My body's clean, right? They're needles, tiny little needles they stick you with. I don't do that, right? Ain't sticking me with nothing. And I had learned. I was talking to my friend one day. We were smoking a joint, and I was telling her, but she was asking me questions, so I was giving her answers about a bunch of stuff, right? What's poison, what's not, all this stuff, right? The food and the clothing. We were talking about everything, and I came up. I said, or no, that's what it was. I said, you know what aborted fetal cells are in? It's called natural flavoring in your food, right? Because they want to turn you into a cannibal like them, and it's part of their karma thing. Weird, right? And ink for your the ink that we use for copying machines, all kinds of stuff. And then I heard somebody say could possibly be in the ink that you get for tattoos, right? Where do these people get their ink from? What companies, right? The tattoo artists and everything that are putting that under your skin. And I was thinking, you know what it reminds me of is the black goo, the graphene, right? Or if you ever watched Star Trek, or was it Stargate, Atlantis, one of those ones, they went down to a planet and they found this small pond and it was just black, thick black stuff. And they're using their detectors and everything, right? The away team staying around it and taking readings and all that. And then all of a sudden it comes up, morphs up, right? Like a slime thing, right? And it compasses somebody, right? You know what I mean? Takes them over and takes them into the pond, brings them up, and they're a different person. They're the same person, but they're different, right? They'd be wicked. That if I'm remembering it correctly. It's been years since I watched Star Trek, right? I was in my 20s. So, yeah, it might be in the tattoo ink, right? You have to do the research, see what company they get it from, and who owns that company. Stuff like that, right? Because all the people, a lot of people that are awake, we know what the bad company names were, right? Like BlackRock and, oh goodness, there's all kinds of them. There's another one too. I can't top. Think about it. It's a mountain. Is their logo, right? But yeah, I'm sure if you're awake, you've heard about it. I've been watching a guy doing TikTok, showing TikTok videos about all the strange things happening in the realm, right? And he's not bad. He doesn't use the fear tactic or anything like that to get his views, right? He just shows you all the weird shit that's going on, like in the hot springs or a hot place down in the States somewhere where the tourists go and stand around and look at it, right? And it's supposed to be too hot. You can't go near it. There's a video of a deer that comes in and just walks right through it. So they've lied about it. You know what I mean? And all the people are standing there like, what? It doesn't, no harm came to it or anything, right? And they're like, what else have they lied about? You know? I just, oh, just a whole bunch of stuff, right? I find it very interesting. Well, it's helping me to remember, to recall, and keep me in the groove, right? To question everything. Why did I bring that up? Oh, the deer thing, I guess. I'm a little bit spaced out today. It's the, I believe it's the energy. The Schuman being at 70 and all, 70 and all that, right? The wind's blowing a little bit. It's quiet. What was the other thing? Oh, yeah. Fake fingernails. That's something else I picked up on these videos. Is, the fake fingernails females wear, right? Really long ones, all kinds, right? That is social engineering, right? Because the witches and all those wicked alien females, right? Their hands morph and you can see like they're trying to, this weird thing they do with their hands, how they hold their hands, their fingers go longer and go bony and all that, right? With long, curly, claw-like nails, right? You know what I mean? And I was thinking, oh, that's another part of the social programming, so that when you see that, it looks normal because all these women got all these long fake fingernails on, right? Never worn fake fingernails, never will wear fake fingernails. Mine are fine. They're getting older, but it's a part of who I am. I wouldn't change it. I love me the way I am, you know? My mother and father gave me this body. Why wouldn't I love it? You know? So yeah, I've heard like 4 ambulances go off in my area today, right? Because on the other side, different sides of town, I'm not able to hear it here. But down in this part of the town, I can hear, right? 4 of them. So I think the energy is getting some people. Probably those ones, you know? Right? I don't want to say it. It hurts to say it because, yeah, it's just the attachment, I suppose. Gotta get rid of the attachment. It's difficult when you've been sleeping for 50 some odd years, right? Oh well, what do you say, right? My voice is doing that weird thing again today. But then I've been alone all weekend. I haven't spoken to anybody except for the videos that I've posted every day. Oh, that's not true. My daughter and her boyfriend, one of my daughters and her boyfriend, who's a mechanic, came and looked at my truck yesterday. Right? Notice that the thing where you put the oil in is wobbly, right? And they questioned me, when did you have an oil change last? And I was like, ha 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 ha. You know what I mean? I haven't. I said, when I used to have a man, they used to look after that. I don't really care about that stuff, right? And I don't have the money to go to the garage all the time to get them to do an oil change. And he tells his, my daughter, right, what the make of the truck is and everything, right? She's punching in her phone. He's like, order this stuff. We're going to do an oil change, right? They said that they'd be back today, but I'm not counting on nothing, right? I expect nothing. I appreciate the positive moments. So whenever they return to do this for me, I'll be appreciative. I'll pay him for his time, right? Like, who gets a mechanic to come to their home to do that stuff, right? I think that's pretty good. But I said to her, when I texted her the other day, I said, can he help me? I'm looking for an unvaxxed mechanic, and he's the only one I know, right? And so the next thing I know, they pull up in the car, a couple hours later, of course, not right away, right? And get out and check it out. Not the car, the truck. No, they pulled up in the car. See, I'm so confused right now. I can't seem to get my words straight or my thoughts straight. It must be the energy. We're still in the same moon phase. Spiritual, receive, right? Getting downloaded. That's why I'm not making sense to myself. We got to get rid of old information so new stuff can come in, you know? So, yeah. All right, I think I'll leave it there before I mess up anymore. Today's Father's Day. I haven't had my father since I was, 26, 25, 26 years old. He left, right? And the last thing I said to him was, fuck off and go die somewhere else. And he did. I went to my little brother's house and passed on his couch from an alcoholic seizure. All right? I had nightmares for 3 to 4 months after that every night. So I hit the bottle hard. I started drink a beer every night so I could pass out and I wouldn't dream. That was the only way to stop it. And then one day my mother came down and she had had enough of it and she beat me up. Literally punched me in the face, slap, 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 Narcus, cut it, get out of it, right? And then she hugged me and told me she loved me and I had, children, a couple of children I had to raise. My husband, I needed to smarten up. So I did, right? And the nightmares stopped. She came in a dream and protected me from them, kind of thing, right? He never hurt me physically or anything in my life. But, yeah, he used to bug me when he was drunk all the time. Just embarrass me and stuff, right? Pick on me, whatever. It's like drunks do. I should have left on a better note. See what I mean? How weird is that, right? I hear birds tweeting all the time, but I can't see them. I'm wondering if it's just a projected sound sometimes, right? Like if the Matrix just does it to make me believe that that this is what it still is, right? Weird. I was just thinking, change gonna come. I can feel it. All right, that's enough. Every day I'm stronger than the day before. Maybe it's because of what I said yesterday. Every day the Ascension symptoms are easier than the day before. And every day, Big Mama Source supports me more than the day before. All right. I love you all's consciousness. Enjoy your night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye.